Let's let's move on to the Arizona Bowl. Ball State at BetMGM. 10-point underdogs, over under 64.5 against San Jose State. There's a chance, by the way, the Arizona Bowl. This is 2 p.m. Eastern on CBS Sports Network, Tucson, Arizona. There's a chance, they say Clemson wins it all, that San Jose State ends up as the only undefeated team in college football. Chance. Ball State, I show a lot of value on them here. I'm always way higher than them in the market. I will be playing them plus 10. They don't give up a lot of explosive plays. That's one of the things they've done well this year, and that's what San Jose State lives on. Now, the San Jose State defense, I mean, some of their numbers, they just surprised me. Like, I don't understand how the San Jose State defense has been so good in certain categories. Number one in finishing drives. I think there's some regression coming in that department. But let me say this again. But yeah, I mean, passing explosiveness, that's what San Jose State does, and that's what Ball State takes away. I think there's a ton of value on my Ball State boys. You know I'll be on them here. What do you think?
Yeah, and by the number alone, by the projection, I should absolutely be playing Ball State. And so, you do a little bit more of a deep dive on this. Ball State's tempo is top 10 in the nation, and San Jose State has faced a schedule full of snails. I mean, you look at everybody in the Mountain West that they play, they're extremely slow. The fastest offense they played is Hawaii at 26. But other than that, everybody that's been outside the top 50 in tempo. Ball State should have success running. Drew Plitt, 20th in passing success rate. Defensive end Cade Hall has 10 sacks and should abuse that offensive line that's 108th in sack rate for Ball State. Ball State should have success running the ball, and Drew Plitt's 20th in passing success rate. The problem is their offensive line. Their offensive line is 108th, and that is a max schedule. The problem is their offensive line is 108th in sack rate, and that's going to be big for defensive end Cade Hall for San Jose State, who has 10 sacks on the season. And he should be able to abuse that MAC offensive line. So that is a problem for Ball State offensively. Starkel should be able to pass all day. Ball State's 121st in defensive passing success rate. The offensive line has kept Starkel clean all season. They're 7th in sack rate allowed on the offensive line. So expect San Jose State to be able to move the ball. I think the number is way too high. The Ball State offensive line worries me a little bit. If they weren't able to protect Drew Plitt during MAC play, I think the San Jose State defensive line is going to be able to wreak havoc on this Ball State offense. So, also you mentioned the defensive finishing drives ranking first in the nation. I think Starkel's going to be able to hit passes all day. I can't make it 10 though. I think 10 is extremely too high on this. I'm happy to sit back and let people buy into the fact that San Jose State's going for an undefeated season, and this is just old Ball State. Who, Patterson got hurt, and that's the reason they won the MAC, which is not true. So I'm willing to see this rise a little bit and maybe take a little bit out on Ball State. But, their offensive line has got to be able to protect the quarterback, and they have got to do something with San Jose State's defensive end, Cade Hall.
Yeah, the only thing that's scary is it's Ball State in a shortened MAC season. So it's like, some of their stats and what we've seen against some of the bad MAC teams, you get a little worried. But I think that Ball State will be able to move the ball. And there's some regression coming from the San Jose State defense, in my opinion.